It's nice when you're caught up in some situation for some reason that benefits you whatsoever. But I personally don't appreciate the fact that you are trying to use me in order to create a storyline. You're trying to use me in order to create some sort of footprint with me in the picture. Hence, I'm like, you know what, bruh? I choose myself at this point. Let me move away from this situation.
Is that why you got out of that situation?
Yeah, and see if whether you're going to be the GOAT that everyone thinks you are the GOAT. Because I personally believe that if it was not me or Liema, no one would have said Jareed is a GOAT.
Mpumi has finally decided to take herself off the whole triangle with Jareed and Liema because she's actually not getting what she wants from the whole relationship. She told Jareed to choose between either her or Liema, and Jareed refused to choose. And she has started to really take herself off the whole situation because she believes that the whole ship is not beneficial to her. And she also feels that Jareed is using her, to create his own story in the house. Jareed is using her to shine. Jareed is using her to create spotlight. That without her or Liema, Jareed wouldn't have gotten, all the shine he has gotten in that house. To an extent, it's true. Liema and Mpumi gave Jareed so much power in that house. So much power that Jareed started feeling like a king at some point. But I'm very happy that Mpumi is taking herself, has finally decided to take herself off the situation. Though she was the one that inserted herself there in the first place, all in the name of trying to spice up game. But at the end of the day, emotions started getting into place and she has finally decided to really, really take herself off the whole situation because she thought it would be beneficial to her. But at the end of the day, it is not. I'm so happy she's very aware of the whole situation and she has finally decided to take herself off it.
Oh, Rama, this one is flying too much. We are speaking to Jareed, he's flying now.
Oh, Makhekhe, fuck you. Fake ass, bitch ass nigga.
A lot of crazy stuff happened last night, guys. Yesterday was wild. First of all, I'll start with Makhekhe and Els fight. Makhekhe was telling Jareed that there's something about him he doesn't like because he feels that Jareed is being fake, not being himself totally, always wanting to be in everybody's good book. And for that reason, Makhekhe thinks that Jareed is actually fake. He kept saying it and emphasizing it. All of a sudden, Els came and said Jareed should not indulge Makhekhe, that he should not explain himself to Makhekhe and all of that. So Makhekhe was like, I don't understand. I wasn't speaking to you. So why are you inserting yourself into the whole situation? Before you know it, Els said to Makhekhe, fuck you. That kind of stuff. Makhekhe was so upset because, one, he wasn't referring to Els. And two, Els, insulted him. So he felt really bad about it. But housemates kept, calming Makhekhe down, saying he should be the bigger person. He's a guy. He should allow things to slide. Makhekhe was not having it. He was so upset. He was not having it at all. But there's one funny thing. Els was actually wrong. To be honest, she was wrong for inserting herself into the whole situation. Okay? Jareed can fight his battle. So why is Els fighting Jareed's battle all of a sudden? And it's funny again how they were not telling Els the truth. They should have told Els what you did was wrong. But everybody was trying to pamper Els. It was only young Papy that actually came to Els and told her, pump and plain, what you did was wrong, okay? Try and put your emotions in check. Try and control your emotions next time. Don't try to be a bitch that you are not and stuff like that. I'm like, thank you, young Papy, for telling her the truth. Because all this idea of saying that, oh, she's a girl, she should go away with whatever she does is really not good. What she said to Makhekhe was not necessary.
Because Makhekhe is fucking short. That's why I'm mad.
Els even went ahead to say that She wished that Makhekhe would be evicted today so that she can laugh at him. I'm like, hey, has it gotten to that point? And she also said she can't stand Makhekhe because Makhekhe is short. Ha! Oh, this housemate, eh? Papaghost formulated a game whereby housemates will pick a name of a particular housemate and say something positive about them and also negative. Guys, it was hectic. I'll start with Yolanda. Yolanda picked Jareed's name and she said quite really good things about Jareed. But the negative things she said about Jareed.
Jareed! I think he's a snake. I think he's very manipulative. Likes controlling. Likes Liema. Loves her. Like, if it was not a game, he would probably be the boyfriend to Liema. You understand? But he wants to also be the other guy. Unnecessary.
She said Jareed is being fake because Jareed is not totally being himself. Just like what Makhekhe said. Alright, it feels Jareed wants to be in everybody's good book and is very manipulative and controlling at the same time. But people are not seeing it. Okay? And the next thing she also mentioned is Jareed's relationship. That she feels that Jareed really, really loves Liema. But Jareed wants to, for no reason, wants to play the bad boy game. And he's not doing it well. I'm like, Yolanda, can you calm down? Yolanda said that Jareed really loves Liema. That is so funny. Seeing how he's trying to like play around with girls and stuff like that. Knowing that that is not who he is. Okay? That Jareed has a very soft spot but doesn't want to show it out to people. And while she was saying all these things, Mpumi was by the side. She was even nodding. I'm like, Yolanda, can't you see Mpumi? Another one that was very interesting was Mitch. Mitch picked young Papy's name. He said quite really good things about young Papy, but on the negative.
Very scared to be on the bad side of the books on anyone. Z controls you like the most robotic thing I've ever seen. If Z stands up now, you are going to stand up.
He said young Papy is this one housemate that wants to be in everybody's good books. Even when somebody makes him angry, he will never react to it. Okay, he doesn't know if it's because of nomination or something else. Z is controlling young Papy. That in fact, whatever Z says is what young Papy does. Mitch said that young Papy is always following Z around. That in fact, young Papy is Z's fan in that house. I'm like, hey, Mitch, what is going on? To the extent of him saying that if Z is not cool with somebody, young Papy will not be cool with that person. Another one that was very direct is when Lato, was meant to address Yolanda.
You're disrespectful. You don't know how to talk to men and you were raised by a man. You speak to Makhekhe sometimes and I know Makhekhe likes you. You're very disrespectful.
Lato sliced Yolanda like in pieces. But what she was actually saying is true. Yolanda is a very sweet girl, though she's very annoying at the same time. That Yolanda is always acting like a mean person. But she's truly not mean. The most painful part of this whole game, the person that is being addressed cannot react. You cannot say anything. If you must say something, you have to wait after the end of the game. Yolanda wanted to talk so bad. She wanted to respond, but she couldn't. I'm like, Yolanda, just take in the advice and move on. Papaghost chose to address Lato. Hey, in my life, I have never seen this kind of relationship. The kind of negative things Papaghost said about Lato. Papaghost stayed up to like 10 minutes, emphasizing on Lerato's bad side.
This is tough because we're in a relationship. She doesn't respect me fully or my capabilities and what I bring to the table. Sometimes she forgets who I am and thinks I'm one of the housemates. Because I'm not one of the housemates. You don't listen to the things I say.
Like, he kept saying a whole bunch of stuff. At some point, Yolanda was not having it again. Because how can you be saying all these kind of things about somebody you claim you are in a relationship with? And he said it with his mouth. That a lot of persons are claiming to be in a ship in the house, but he can categorically tell us that him and Lato are in a relationship. So you claim you're in a relationship with this girl, but you brought out all her dirty linen, washed it outside. I'm like, who? How does Lato cope with this Papaghost? He kept talking and talking and talking. Yolanda got so irritated and started interrupting Papaghost. It was too much. And okay, when he now got time to say the positive things, he couldn't even have anything reasonable to say about her. When I thought I've heard it all, Papaghost now roasted Mitch. Hey!
Just like your bestie, Yolanda, you're very delusional. You're very delusional about who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. Set people against each other and then move away and watch it happening. Still coming up. You're not there yet. You're not the Mitch that you think you are. They say fake it till you make it, but you're faking it a little bit too much.
Mitch is delusional. Wait till Papaghost not talk yesterday night. He said Mitch is delusional. That Mitch likes to feed on bad energy. Mitch always places himself where he is not. That Mitch needs to bring himself down so that people can teach him. I'm like, it's good to be confident though. But Papaghost, your confidence can be too much. If you see the Papaghost was talking to Mitch like he's one primary 2-year-old boy. I felt bad for Mitch. Continue by saying that Mitch is faking it a little too much. You are not the Mitch. Like, you are not where you want to be yet. You should chill. Calm down. This one. Be teachable. Let people teach you. Let this hair. I'm like, wahala. Guys, there seems to be some sort of truth in everything these housemates were saying. But the way they were presenting it, it was rather too personal. The whole game ended and some people were happy about it. Some people were not happy because they felt it was too personal. It is well.
Feelings are involved now. No, but with her, she was always emphasizing that she doesn't have feelings and she's doing what she wants. She's always fighting Jareed.
So guys, this video is getting really lengthy. Let me just give you guys a summary of what these guys discussed. Lemma was saying that Mpumi is now obviously catching feelings for Jareed. Okay, and now she is constantly fighting Jareed because Jareed is not giving in to her demands. Mpumi poured a drink on Jareed. Even went as far as hitting him. But all this thing happened and Big Brother did not capture it. We did not see it happen. Alright, so Lemma is confirming to Z and young Papy that Mpumi fought Jareed yesterday. And Jareed was there also and he confirmed it. For me, I am really happy that Mpumi is taking herself out of this whole situation she inserted herself into in the first place. Papaghost, that guy's confidence needs to be studied. What? Yesterday game choke. I'd like to hear your opinion. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.